Hi everybody, welcome to the Soulful Soul. My name is Gladys and today I'm changing it up. I spoke to you a while back about the possibility of splitting my weekly readings into splitting them, focusing one on general information and one on love and relationships, whatever those relationships might be. And the reason is that I try to read generally and then I often have to backtrack, and if I see love, and backtrack and clarify for a general, like work or whatever. And I think this way the readings might be better focused. Anyway, I'm just trying it out to see, and you can let me know if you like this, if you prefer this, or if you would prefer the general reading. So I've cut down the number of choices to 3. So I'll have 3 here and I'll have 3 in the general reading, and you can choose to watch both of them. This one will be specifically focused on love, and the other will be all the other stuff like work, it might be career and that kind of thing. Okay, so your choices today are, I'm not sure what this flower is, but I know the bumblebees love it. It's very pretty, that flower, and that card, it's the Ace of Swords. That's group 1. Group 2 is this. I know what this is called. It's a Petria, and your card is the Mother. Oops, can't see that. Mother of Swords. I won't be using these cards, so. And then group 3 is these are Azaleas, and you have the Daughter of Pentacles. So take a moment, I will have a still for you to make your choices, and then we will meet on the other side. So welcome back, group 1. You chose the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords represents, and these beautiful bumblebee flowers. They're really pretty. I don't even know what correlations to make. I guess, yeah, I'm not going to push it. But what I would say is the Ace of Swords is about clarity. It's possible that that's what you are seeking. You are here seeking clarity on something, or you might want advice on some truth you want to speak, or some truth you want to know about. So maybe that's what you are struggling with in a relationship kind of setting. So I'm using John Holland's Psychic Tarot today, and I will clarify with the Light Seers. So let's see what's going on with you, group 1. You have the Hierophant card in the center. You have beneath the deck Trust in reverse. That's the Fool card, and it's reversed. There's really something, this makes me think of higher crown chakra to some extent. It's like you are not, what I would say is maybe you are not trusting spirit, you're not trusting whoever you see as your guiding light. you feel like they've asked you to take a leap of faith on something, but you're not trusting it. And leaps of faith can be towards or away from, but there's something you're not trusting, loves, dear hearts. So at the center you have it's called Teach here in John Holland's Love. This is the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, and this is the Hierophant. In the reverse, because this is a love reading, I'm thinking there was some kind of commitment that you had that is, it hasn't turned out the way you anticipated. And with the High Priestess here, you get the High Priestess in the upright, and I think what you might be battling with is trusting your intuition. The thing is, you do have it in the upright, so I think your intuition might be spot on about something. So whatever comes to your mind right now, I think your intuition is spot on about that. Okay. There's definitely something about higher guidance here that you might not be trusting. And what you need to think about, you get this is the Hermit. It says seek. And this card is really inviting you to go within. I think a while back we got the Hermit with the High Priestess, and it was an invitation to... The Hermit keeps showing up, right? Even in my two-card draw, my first two-card draw. And the Hermit is inviting us to go within. And I like here, there are two doves. It's almost like, I think you are seeking your soulmate, what you consider to be a soulmate, your love, your true love, your forever love, I think. And what Spirit is guiding is to go within. The stronger we get, the more we go within, the more comfortable we are with our own knowing. And here we have, in the past, near past, we have Seek the Truth, which is the Seven of Swords. It's not the most pleasant of cards, so I'm thinking there was some kind of deception in the near past, or you might feel like there was a deceptive energy. The thing is, you need clarity on whatever this is, and the Seven of Swords is in the reverse, so it could be that you thought someone was deceptive and they weren't. On the other hand, it could be that there was deception. Now, I feel this is related to this High Priestess there. Wow, look at this. This is not a pair, but a pairing of powerful spiritual leadership kind of thing. This is the one that's more about knowledge. That's the one about inner wisdom. And so they are having a say in your life at the moment, some kind of... I think you are being torn between convention and inner wisdom, what the world says and what you intuitively know. And I think the Seek the Truth is linked to whatever you thought when I said there's something inside, but you might not be consciously aware of, or might not be wanting to acknowledge it. But deep down, I think when I said that, the immediate thing that came to mind, I think that is the truth about the seeking the truth. Yeah, let me know, please. I'd love to hear how that played out for you. You have beneath in the unconscious, this is what's going on that you can't see, but that's affecting everything, and it might show in the next week, within the week. And this is the Three of Coins, and the Three of Coins came out in my latest two-card draw, and it was saying that, and it came in the reverse, and it was like something you don't want to let go of, because it came with the Eight of Cups in reverse, in order for you to move towards something that you can build with. So there's something, you have a reluctance. Maybe you don't want to reach out to someone. I don't know. What we're going to get clarified is there might be a fear about building with someone, maybe because of past hurts or betrayals or things that didn't work out. You have as yourself is the choosing your battles. So I feel this card is about standing up for yourself. So you are in battle mode. You are in battle mode, and let's see why I'm seeing it linked to that 7, that both of those are 7. So perhaps someone did do an untruth, did do a dirty on you, something that was not truthful or done. It wasn't done with integrity. Sometimes things can be hurtful, but if they are done with integrity, there's something to say about that, But when they're sneaky, something happened that hurt you deeply, I think. And now you're in combat mode. You're in stand up for yourself mode. You are in warding people off kind of thing. You get around you the 9 of coins, and the 9 of coins, it says in this one, it says well-deserved rewards, or something you worked hard for. It can also speak about financial independence. So whatever's going on here, I think you are worried about your financial independence. And that's a normal thing when a relationship, I feel like something has broken, has come apart. And now you might be reeling, and you are seeking truths about, sometimes we don't know the truth until it's time, we have to trust spirit that sometimes we don't need to know the truth, and we need to go within and find our own truths. And it might not be comfortable, but that's what makes us grow. But let's see, maybe the cards will reveal more. In the near future, you have success and growth. This is the 8 of Wands. What I feel here is that you are hoping for communication about something, this truth thing, but you have this in the reverse. So it suggests that you might have a wait for communication. It could also suggest that you are not willing to communicate. Your advice, I should put it upright, is opportunity beckons. This is the 4 of Cups. It's to keep your eyes open for whatever feels like a spirit-guided offer in the week ahead. And then in your outcome, you have the strengthening bonds. This is the Ace of Coins, and you have it in the reverse. Beloveds, it does feel like whatever's going on, it's very up in the air at the moment, and so far, it's looking like you just have to do your process, basically, be with whatever the hurt and the pain is, be with the unclarity. But let's see, perhaps the clarifiers will give a different spin. You have a lovely card to end at the end, and beneath the deck you get the 5 of Swords in reverse. So perhaps you will let go of these head worries. So yeah, let's look at this. It's looking, well, it's a mixed bag. Here you, with the Hierophant, you get the 10 of Pentacles. So there's something that is not working in a relationship that was very solid or felt very solid and stable. So it's understandable that it might be feeling quite painful. And you get with it the 2 of the High Priestess with the 3 of Swords. And the 3 of Swords is in the reverse here. And it's talking about healing. I think you're starting to heal. I think that maybe you are, there you go. I think you are needing to work with your, look at the connection between that color and that, working with your third eye, with your intuition. I think that's a strong theme for you for the week ahead, is going within to find ways of trusting your intuition. What ever happened in the past, it looks like you are moving away from that now. You are moving away from that Seven of Swords energy to healing, you know. And with the Hermit, you get the Three of Wands, which is in the reverse. So your ships, I think you are being guided to this work to be done. That is inner work. That's taking time out to meditate. It's taking time out to sit and listen. It's not time, for whatever this is, I feel it's not time for your ships to come in just yet. Whatever those ships are, those love ships that you're waiting for. I think your answers are from within. In the unconscious, there's this loneliness that you're feeling locked out. You know, the Five of Cups, the Five of Coins talks about having the key to go within, go inside. I mean, but it's interesting that I said go within. You have the keys to go within. Sometimes when we are anxious, we might feel restless and not be able to be still. So I would suggest doing things like slow movement types of things, like having a bath, watching some crap on TV or on wherever you watch stuff. Not too much, maybe. Walking outside, sitting with the candle and staring into a candle, maybe do my heart chakra healing. I'm not promoting that, but do that, or something else that feels right for you. And, you know, last week we got the theme of looking at what makes you feel like you are outside. I think you're going within is looking at, maybe do a journal exercise on why you feel like an outsider. And I think that will unlock stuff that you can start confronting within yourself that might make you feel unworthy or like you don't belong. With the in the representing you, you have the Knight of Wands. You are in battle mode, dear hearts. You really are gung-ho and ready to fight for whatever it is you want to fight for. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. The thing I would caution about is, yes, choose your battles. And I think that this is such an appropriate card to have with that. But the Knight it can be impetuous, but we need the Knights. We need those ignitions. So maybe you need to, when you do this, maybe your focus is on, maybe this will help you uncover what are the things worth fighting for, igniting, and what are the things worth fighting with, and what are the things that you let go of. I think that's your journey for the week ahead. If, you know, I spoke about doing those gentle things. If you do drumming, maybe listen to drumming. Maybe that will help you. It's very, very therapeutic. Around you is this feeling unworthy, I feel. That's the 9 of Coins, and you got the 10 of Coins in the center there. So there's, and this worry about finances. But what's happening is, maybe you have been, let me think about this. The 5 of Wands, it's like dog eat dog kind of thing. That's what I'm seeing here, like climbing on top of each other. And maybe you are letting go of that thing. Maybe this whole thing has been quite a battle, and you are learning to let go of that, even as you are concerned about, you know, it could be this relates to the financial aspect of the love thing, that the love thing might affect the finances, and maybe you're learning to let go of the squabbles around the finances. I think that there's a message here about if this is a marriage that is dissolving, there's a lot of hurt. You get a 5 there. The marriage card is a 5 and you get a 5 here. So I'm thinking you're afraid of that. This is another scenario I'm seeing here. You're afraid of what the financial implications are of this breakup. And with the 5 of Wands here, the 5 of Wands can indicate having too many projects on the go, too many fires, but you're letting go of that. And maybe you are also letting out. What I think here is that you're learning or trying to let go of the squabbling. And your message is a strong message about trust, about trusting spirit. There's another 5 there. So you are going through a huge change. That's what's happening with you. And that is also why you're feeling unclear. It's why you are wanting more clarity. So I hope that knowing that the reason you are feeling jittery maybe, or unclear or concerned, is because you are going through a huge change. So just trust that, and maybe knowing that will lift the burden. You know, sometimes if we understand why we are feeling the way we're feeling, we can like ease up on ourselves, you know. I hope that does help you. You get them with the 8 of Wands, you get the Tower in reverse. Maybe there's something you are not letting go of. There's something you're not willing to let go of in this. Maybe in the near future, there's something. Maybe you are not prepared. Maybe it's possible that your partner wants to rebuild and you're not interested. It could be vice versa, but I feel like you are wanting to move out. You are wanting to dissolve, but you have lots of worries. But you trust that you are healing, and whatever's going on is guiding you inward, guiding you towards the inner wisdom that you do have, guiding towards the inner wisdom that is available to you through your ancestors, through your guides, through spirit. And that comes through you being willing to go within. You've got the Hermit there, and you have the High Priestess. Work with those over the week ahead. Your advice is the 4th. Wow, look at that. These are both cards of holding on, or they're 4s. They're both about stability, right? Now, the 4 of Cups generally talks about not being willing to see an offer that is put before you. The 4 of Coins can be about holding on too tightly to stuff. So I think that's a very important caution. Just be aware of where you're holding on too tightly, maybe to ideas, to thoughts of what's right and wrong, or to finances, or to material things, might lead you to not open yourself up to an opportunity that is spirit guided. And then your outcome is, okay, so I feel like this is, whatever this is dissolving. But look at you going within leads you to feel like the Empress. I love that you get these 2 powerful feminine figures, and this is not just for women. I know that men watch my channel, but I think, by the way, if you happen to be a divine masculine, or a man, or a divine masculine, however if you identify more with the divine with masculine energy, I think that I will be doing a reading for the divine masculine. I really feel called to do that. I'll do like a 3 pick a card spread. I'm feeling a lot of pain or something from the divine, like a connection with the divine masculine. So yeah. But whoever you are, no matter who you are, I think that you're going within is helping you find your inner divine feminine, to engage with your inner divine feminine. Look how this is creation, this is Gaia, this is Earth Mother, and you are going there, beloveds. Don't be afraid, because whatever's happening, that's where you are going. And when we come in touch with our divine feminine, we start playing with our creativity, and we start seeing how infinitely creative we are, and that's so beautiful. So I hope that helps you, Group 1. I think the advice is clear. You can listen to this again and see what you feel you can work with for the week. I think the advice is in here, there, and there. It's all over. There's a lot of advice, but I think this is very important while doing this going within. Okay, dear hearts, trust that clarity will come. You just do that inner work. Okay, Group 1, I send you lots of love. Please do give me a thumbs up if you like this. Please give me your feedback. I'd love to hear how this reads for you, and also if you like the fact that I'm doing separate love and general readings. Okay, I will chat with you again soon. Bye. Okay, dear hearts, Group 2, you chose the Petria. Such a pretty, pretty flower, and it has I can't smell anything. Well, maybe I'm wrong on that. Okay, and you chose the Mother of Swords, and this is the Queen of Swords. So it could be that you are also, like Group 1, seeking clarity about something. You might be in the mood for talking truth and saying it like you see it. What else? I wanted to say something else. So the song was playing in my mind. Surprise, surprise, look what's falling out of my eyes. Surprise, surprise, look what's falling. It's by Bobby Womack. So maybe go and listen to that song. I don't know what it's saying. Maybe there's a message in there for you. But let's say. So, and beneath the deck you have Rest and Reconsider in the reverse. This is the Nine of Wands in reverse. So I think that maybe you are carrying burdens that you don't need to be carrying, Think about that. What burdens are you holding on to that you don't need to be holding on to, You can't really see them. Can't really see them. So, but anyway, picture of the owlie. Okay, but so let's look closer. At the center is the Six of Coins, and it's about giving and receiving. It's about balance. This is what you are concerned with. What's blocking it is maybe fantasies about what true love looks like. That, or it could be that something you thought was true love might not be. Take it as you will. We also get clarifiers, but there's something about your ideas about true love, maybe. And maybe it's that you know that that's what you want in a relationship, and so you're not going to settle. Think about that. Think about what resonates for you there. And what you need to think about is, this is the Strength card, and it says control. It's about ego. You have it in the reverse. I think you might be doing ego battles with yourself. Should I, shouldn't I kind of battles. We'll see what the clarifiers say, but there are battles there going on for you. Let me just have a look. Okay, then you get the feeling alone card in the reverse. Maybe you're coming out of a time of feeling very alone. Let's see what comes out. In your unconscious, there's this, you want to build something, maybe with someone, maybe it's with this idea of a dream coming true, maybe, well, let's see what comes out. So, but you are wanting to build someone, or maybe you have a fantasy in your mind with that dreams coming true in the reverse of what you want to build, who or the type of person you want to build a relationship with. In the near future, you have the third eye chakra in the reverse, and that is telling me that these two cards are going really well together, that you are battling with this, finding the answers within, finding your clarity. I think that's what you're battling with in this week and at this time. Around you is choose your battles. I think that you might be letting go of this is a card of being defensive, right? And sometimes it's necessary, but I think you are letting down your guard, maybe. Or possibly someone around you will let down their guard. With your advice, you get the Hierophant. The Hierophant. Very curious. This card and me, hey. It's, what I think? I think what it's saying here is you need to seek counsel. You need to seek counsel from someone you trust. I think you are needing to speak to someone. I think it's as simple as that. A spiritual, not like a spiritual teacher, a preacher, priest, not a preacher, priestess, tarot reader. It doesn't have to be me, I'm not saying that, but someone who is in this role of the Hierophant. And in the outcome, you have the Six of the Lovers. This is the Lovers, right? That's your fantasy, beloveds. And I think that your week ahead is about confronting that fantasy of what you think true love looks like and what your soulmate should look like, should be like, No, too many cats. Beneath the deck, you get the Three of Cups, and it could talk about drawing on the support of sisters, people around you, feminine energy around you, or even brothers, but people who have your back. Maybe you need to be doing celebrations, a little bit of celebration, taking time out with people who care about you, let me put it that way. In the center, you get the Seven of Coins clarifying the Six of Coins. So balance, patience. I think you have started planting the seeds of love. Now, you might have started planting the seeds of love in one direction. What I'm trying to say here is, this is what I know about spirit and spirituality. We can believe we are being guided in one direction and then discover that we are not and be disappointed by that. But what I can tell you is that even if those things turned out to be the wrong things, we still planted the seeds. We planted the seeds of love, and we learned from that. This is what am I trying to get at here? I don't know for sure if you have planted a love seed of, please bring my partner, my beloved, to me, or I want that one. Sorry, I'm laughing because this also came up last week. Or did it come up in my heart chakra or something? I was saying that I do believe we must put out our intentions. It was last week I spoke to the collective, and I said, but I don't ever believe we say, that's the one I want. I'm not saying I've never done that in the past, believing that Spirit had guided me towards particular people. But what I'm saying is that even though I might have barked up the wrong trees and convincing myself Spirit had led me there, now when I look back, I don't regret it, because I know how much it was leading me towards me. And now the thing that I would plant, and what I would recommend planting, is the love, the idea of what that beautiful person is. It's, with that fantasy card there, it's about maybe thinking about what it is you want in a partner rather than that is mine. So does that feel, I think that is the message. I wanted to talk a bit about the twin flame thing, but I'm not going to talk about it now. And that's from my own experience, like I feel I was, in fact, that was one of my hugest growing experiences. Was a really, really painful, and that was 6 years ago. I went on this incredible journey of so much pain and confusion, but it led me to where I am now, and that's what I'm talking about. And let me leave it there. So this is the other this is why I also speak about this fantasy thing. There's so much hype, especially around the twin flame thing, that we can be led up the garden path and believe that someone is ours. People do not belong to us. Yes, we can move towards committed relationships, and we have a right to ask for monogamy and pure love, and yes, we have every right if that's what we want. And that's what I'm saying is the seed I feel Spirit is guiding you to plant. You have the Ace of Cups in reverse, and you have the dreams coming true in reverse. I think you have fantasies about what true love looks like, beloveds. And I think that your week ahead is about unpacking those. Why do I have this fantasy? Humans are humans, humans are fallible. But also, last week I spoke about that guard box. Go and write your things that you don't want firstly, burn those, and then write the fantasies of the perfect lover as well, and put those in your guard jar. So why not dream big? But at the same time, maybe do a little exploration about where you might lead yourself, where you might have fantasies that are not good for you. Just do that, as well as where you might not fill your own cup, where you might project your love onto others but not on within to yourself. I think, dear hearts, you have such a wonderful week ahead of such self-exploration. It's beautiful, because for me, the fact that I was guided to speak about the twin flame journey and all that, it tells me that you are, I feel Spirit is guiding you to do this heart inner work, beautiful inner work. That's going to be so amazing for you in the long run. You get Judgment and the Eight of the Strength card. So maybe I think that this is part of your process. I think you have a lot of advice with any hats. That's what I've said there, and it's also this stock take, which I think is linked to this. It's about looking at your ego, looking at where ego gets in the way of love, where ego is guiding you about what love looks like, if that makes any sense. I think it does make sense, actually. So I'm not even going to apologize for it. It's that. Where does ego get in the way of your ideas about what love is? That's part of your stock take. So think about all those questions that I've put out there, right? In the near past, you got the Seven of Wands. This, yes, I think you definitely are letting go of this attitude, this feeling, or maybe this is what you're battling with, this feeling of being a loner, but you are learning to maybe see the value in that, in the aloneness, as opposed to loneliness. Beneath the surface, you have the Three of Coins and the Three of Wands in reverse, in the unconscious. This is in the unconscious. Let's think about that. So, you are wanting to build something, maybe with someone. I'm not seeing that someone here, like I'm not seeing a two-ship. I'm seeing a going within type of thing. Wow, and something really incredible here coming up. But let that be part of your interrogation this week. I think that let this week ahead be your week of self-love, and it begins with all this interrogation. Okay, it's also looking at what do you want to build with another or others, and what does that look like? Because your Three of Wands in the reverse is saying, just like group one, that your ships are not those ships that you want to come in. It's not time for that. I think that the ships you are working on are the internal ships right now. Let me look here. You get the you get the High Priestess with the Empress. Now, group one got these a lot of similar cards. Well, they got these cards, but in very different places. You have this, like you are not wanting to listen to your inner wisdom. It's like you are wanting to choose to be the High Priest, the Empress, rather than the High Priestess. There's something about you almost feeling like it's a choice to be Earth Mother. Let me think about this. But there's some way you are suppressing your inner voice. It's weird. I've never seen it this way. And I was looking forward to reading this card for you, but then this other message is coming about how you see yourself. And this is, I'm seeing this very much as a material card now, the physical. And it's almost like you are erring towards this rather than towards that. And Spirit is saying, go within, because that will bring out the best possible Empress for you, your version of the Empress, whether you are masculine, feminine, or however you identify. But you are somehow suppressing your High Priestess, your inner wisdom. And look at this. It's almost like this seriously is echoing that. I often associate the Queen of Coins with the Empress. Now, these are both very positive cards. I'm a Queen of Coins, so I will obviously, I love all the queens, to be honest. They all have different beauties that they express, just like the kings in the upright, right? So you get both of these in the upright. But something, let me see what the Queen of Coins has to say to me. But it seems to be echoing this. Can you see that the High Priestess is about the third eye? It's so much about that inner wisdom, about listening to that you are being guided to look at, right? And the Empress is me as this tarot reader, maybe another tarot reader wouldn't have that association. I have strong association with the Queen of Pentacles. Now, let me see what the Queen of Pentacles is saying. Absolutely. There's something here about wanting, look, I'm even seeing a Capricorn. Maybe you're a Capricorn, I don't know. But the horns of the Capricorn devil. And here it's like, I'm going to sit here pretty, and I'm refusing to go within, because I don't know, there's something about that. There's something also beautiful about it. So embrace the beautiful about it, but don't let that, almost like maybe pride, or look, her arms are crossed, so like blocking your third eye, your high priestess. So that might be something that you battle with in the near future, but that's up to you, right? And what's around you is the choosing your battles and the Tower in the reverse. Yeah, I think you are letting go of this battle mode, maybe, and that I think is a good thing. Or maybe these are both sevens, 16, the Tower. Let me think about that. I think you are opening yourself up more, and what it could lead to is maybe what it will mean is that whatever towers crumble will be more gentle, because you are opening yourself up to not being defensive, to the guidance of spirit. So maybe this is saying, maybe this is the opposite, that you ask, well, or maybe it's advice. I'm feeling that strongly this is advice, and if you go along that route of not letting your Empress, your divine feminine energy, your Queen of Pentacles energy, she's very material. If you know what I'm thinking about Taurus now, Taurus loves the good life in a sense. Taurus is associated with food and satiation, like what am I trying to say? It's like I want it now kind of thing. And that's so important every now and then. Like, it is important that we spoil ourselves and we have all those treasures, but there's something about this, there's something about that nature that is being guided to not be suppressed. It's beautiful and it's there, but you are being guided to not let it suppress your divine inner wisdom. And don't let the Empress overshadow the High Priestess. Maybe they are equally important right now. And then in your advice, you get, I said the teach and seeking support. And so there's something about you. Let's say you are going through, although I'm not seeing that, say if you were going through a breakup, you might not want to go within because it's painful to go within sometimes. Anyway, I think you get the gist of what I'm saying. Seeking support, huge changes going on for you, group 2, just like group 1. There are big changes. I think with the 5 of Wands there, your guidance is about learning focus. Maybe you are too caught up in doing too much, and that is what's also getting in the way of you going within. And then in your outcome, maybe your healing is going to take a while. Maybe this journey that you're on is not a quick fix. Maybe love, this true love that you're looking for, is not for right now. There's a lot of healing that still needs to happen. And these cards are so echoed, and that healing is about self-love. Okay, group 2, I'm going to leave it there. Please tell me how this worked for you. Do you prefer me doing 2 separate readings, and is it more focused? That's what I thought it would be, more to the point. if you like this, please give me a thumbs up, and yeah, and tell others about me, and give me your feedback. I'd love to hear how this worked for you. I send you lots of love, group 2. Have a wonderful week ahead. Bye. Welcome back, group 3. You chose the Daughter of Pentacles. That's a Page of Pentacles, and it's a very sweet new beginning kind of energy, and your flowers are the azalea. It's very pretty. I'm thinking there might be a sweet energy around you, group 3. It's very gentle energy around you, or maybe you are feeling very heart opened. Let's see. Let me light some incense. See, I love this gentle energy in your space. I really do. Let's see. Okay. Right. Okay, I'm being silly now. Oh my gosh. Group 3. Okay. Okay. So, very interesting. This is very interesting. 5 of swords in the reverse. And sorry about, like, I was going to do these readings much earlier, and I had a little visitor that I can't say no to. His name is Caleb, and he came to play with me. And so I ended up doing the readings quite late. And now the sun, afternoon sun, but I'll try to show you as best I can. So you get the 5 of swords in the reverse, which tells me you are moving out of this energy. You have been in fight mode maybe, and now maybe you're moving out of that, which is awesome, right? Which is lovely. Interesting reading. I think that your week ahead is quite a deep one spiritually, because you have the crown chakra and it's in the reverse. So I feel Spirit is asking you, let's see what the clarifiers say. So there's something about you being guided to go within. In fact, everyone, all 3 got that guidance. What's affecting your relationship with Spirit, beloveds, is something to do with your self-esteem. So I would suggest, why not go to Soulful Soul and do Gugu's lovingly crafted Reiki healing for the solar plexus. And while you're at it, start with the root chakra, and then do the sacral, then do the solar plexus, and then do the heart chakra. No harm, right? So, but what I do think is that you are being guided. There's something about there being a block, and that solar plexus thing is about self-love and self-esteem. So let me just say this. One of my big lessons. Oh, I'm revealing so much about myself now. Well, anyway, one of my big lessons was I struggled with an eating disorder. Anyway, this is going to be in my cards, so might as well put it out there. And I read that one of the things associated with eating disorders is low self-esteem, and I've battled with being told that about myself, or reading that about myself, because here I was confident, but I think that self-esteem is a constant, maybe, like we are constantly building our self-esteem and how we value ourselves, and things can happen that make us feel lesser and better than oh gosh, sorry, just hold on. Sorry, I was interrupted. I had a call from a friend of mine, but I wanted to say I'm trying to move these out of the sunlight, and hopefully that will be better. But so I was sharing that, yeah, there's something profound going on for you, group 3. I think you get the seek the truth. This is a 7 of Swords, and there's somewhere I feel you have been lying to yourself about something. And it might be to do with, or it might be to do with this. Like you might feel you've got it all together, but something is brought you here. Not that you are here because you haven't got it together, right? But there's something to do with love that is affected by how you feel about yourself, beloveds. No matter how, and you are hiding that from yourself. That's what I think. It's really beautiful, group 3. And you get the 7 of Wands in this card's come up for everyone. You're letting go of defensiveness. Maybe that's part. I see here 3 sevens. They are in the 4 sevens with the Tower, and the sevens are in reverse. But I think that there's something. Well, most of them. Look out for the number 7 and see when you see the number 7, like 77 or 777 or 7777. What's going on then? What is your thought then? What is the message that's coming to you? And I think that will be significant. I think that's lovely. Something deep, beloveds. You, my darlings, in your unconscious, what you don't realize is that you're actually taking this journey away from something that doesn't serve you. And in your case, I think it's something much deeper than a human or a particular person or a relationship. I think it's something to do with yourself. It's something to do with an attitude or a belief that you might not even have known you had. Okay? You have changed your focus in the reverse. This is the 5 of Cups. Wow. And I've been talking about that also in the 2-card draw. We got the 5 of Cups in the reverse, and I was talking about it in the sense of the political as well as the personal. Like, in your personal life, what is it you don't want to change? Where you are looking at what is spilt instead of what is upright. So you might be, I think you are being called to do some deep introspection. You see what I think, right? The 5 of Cups has the 3 cups that have spilt, and the 2 cups that are standing. The person is looking at the 3 cups that are spilt, i.e. this. It's related to this. Those 3 spilled cups are related to how you feel about yourself. And I think you are seeking a beautiful relationship, a balanced partnership. And I feel like the reason it's not currently here with you is that you are needing to do that work. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's an awesome thing. I think it's so beautiful that you have found this place, this reading, And what I mean by that is that the Spirit wants you to look at this. You get the Tower in the reverse. In the near future, let me not speak about the Tower yet. It's like something you thought needed to come down might not be coming down, but let's see what we get as clarifier. Around you is an opportunity. There might be an offer of love around you from a gentle, perhaps you can't even see it, or perhaps you can, but you might not even know this gentle love is on offer. But the reason you don't is because you need to do this work now. Just trust that there's that there around you. With your advice, you get this is the Wheel of Fortune. I think you are being guided, yes, to flow. Just be in the flow. And your outcome card is finding balance. That's the 2 of Coins. And You know, it might be like you might come to a place where you feel you are juggling maybe love and work and or two people, or like you don't know what to choose. But there's something that will be presented to you that will cause you, I feel, to either cause you to feel like you need to find balance, put you out of balance in order to find balance, or this inner work is leading you to finding that inner balance. That Two of Cups, maybe even, let's see, cards are flying out. The Lovers wanted to show up, so, oops, lots of lovely cards I wanted to show up for you. Okay, let's see. Oh. Sagittarius is in the house, but balance. Okay, Five of Cups. Okay, wow, look at, you get five. I thought it was there, but anyway, doesn't matter. But you have the Five of Cups twice. And beneath the deck you have the Star card. I think that you are, you know, the Star is about healing and hope, and I think that maybe you are closer than you think to finding your soulmate, your stability. I don't want to put that as a truth, but maybe you are closer with this lovely energy around you, but you are still being guided to do some healing within, even if it's hard for you to accept that you have something to do with esteem, self-esteem that you need to look at. Your the crown chakra. So those are I thought it was 7. Crown chakra, and you get the 9 of Wands in the reverse. Or really, you are blocking your relationship with spirit because maybe you are not seeing your past relationships perhaps as all guiding you, having guided you to this moment. I think you might be looking at them negatively and thinking that letting them make you feel lesser than. Instead, I'm just trying to move this so that there's no glare where the cards are, you know. I think that's better. I'm still going to do the general readings now. So there's something about you seeing those as having been hardships rather than seeing them as of value. They taught you so much. They've taught you what you don't want, and some of them might have taught you what you do want. And you know, I was talking to my brother, and this might sound cheesy, and I want to make it very clear what I mean. But I was speaking to him about when I, after I was divorced, I have opened myself up to love since then, to a partnership. And anyway, and I did this exercise where you write what you don't want in a relationship on one side and what you do want. And you know, the qualities that I looked for in a partner, so many of them, so like the 80-90% of them were in my ex-husband. Now, I just want to say this. That doesn't mean that's the relationship I want. But what it did make me do was appreciate the fact early on in my divorce that I had this amazing human being that set a standard for the kind of partnership that I want. And I called him and I told him that. And it was such an amazing breakthrough for me to realize that, wow, Alan had brought that into my life, and how blessed and fortunate I was to have had that as a measure, and I'm still so grateful for that. He's like my best friend. His family's new family is part of my family. In fact, I'm doing these cards, these readings late because he came to visit with his son, my son's little brother, and their little son adores me. He calls me Auntie Gwad. He bosses me around, and they are my family. They look out for us now in this time that we're going through. They look out for me, I look out for them. It's and the reason I'm sharing the story is that we can, maybe that's an exercise you can do, is look at past relationships and ascertain what it is you want from those in a future partner and what you don't want, and what the other qualities you want in a future partner. I hope that story helped you in some way. I don't know, I'm being very open and me-ish today, but that's okay. Anyway, your self-esteem issues, your solar plexus, you're needing to do work on your solar plexus. The solar plexus is also about will, it's about creation, determination, it's all those things. And it's affected by this energy of temperance, of finding balance within. It is, it is possible that a Sagittarius had something to do with this, or maybe a fire sign, maybe, look, I don't know, or this type of energy had something to do with this feeling, because that self-esteem issue did come up immediately for me, but it could be other issues related to the solar plexus, simply about self-love, self-value. It could be about issues of courage. Maybe you're needing more courage. That's another thing. And maybe something to do with, maybe a Sagittarius had some bearing on that from the past, or even currently. But there's also something to do with finding your balance. That maybe this journey of the solar plexus, looking at the solar plexus, is about finding that balance within the divine masculine and feminine. The temperance is a reflection of the divine masculine and feminine within. So maybe that's what you are on this journey towards. I think that this issue of acknowledging past relationships for their beauty as well as their negativity is also an important thing, not just one relationship, but all of them, and also looking at what it is you want. I think that's a very powerful thing to do. It's very similar to our work we did last week. So with the Seven of Swords here, seeking the truth, it comes back to this Five of Cups, where you maybe undervalue yourself. Because you undervalue yourself, you see things in a negative light instead of seeing the possibility of the Two Cups. It's possible that there's a relationship around you, but because, like I said, that three is the 3 cups that are spilt. There's something about those 3 cups, you looking at those 3 cups that have spilt, that is working against your 2 cups, beloveds. But I feel such a wonderful energy that, this for me feels like a breakthrough for you, if you will allow it. And with the Seven of Wands, there's this letting go of this energy of defensiveness. Maybe you are opening yourself up now through doing this work. You will. Maybe this is a past energy, and maybe that's what's happened. That's what's brought you here. You've allowed yourself to be vulnerable. I will say this, what I think is, deep down, you knew this, and you needed this reading to confirm this somehow. Something like that. And what I'm saying is, you were listening to your inner guidance to bring you here. And then you have this letting go, letting go of things that don't serve you. You get it with the Queen This Queen of Coins came up before. Now, I've never seen the Queen of Coins as prideful. Why? Because I'm a flippin' Queen of Coins. But it might be showing up as being maybe a little bit prideful, maybe blocking yourself off also because of these issues. Now, maybe a show of I'm not available because of self-esteem issues, and maybe that's what you're walking away from now. I said it was an attitude. It could even be an attitude of better than. So you take it as it works for you. And maybe, because we have the esteem issue and the courage issue, maybe it's a projection, a defense mechanism. And then your cards are, well, maybe you are learning. Firstly, there's that issue. And then there's this separate issue of learning, while you're learning this, learning to defend yourself in a constructive way. So you are standing in your power and you're deflecting what's unwanted, but you're doing it from a place of being in touch with your higher self, being in touch with your guidance and wisdom from your ancestors, from spirit, from wherever you get that. Let me take this first. Around you is this opportunity possibly, and the Hanged Man in reverse. Maybe, the Hanged Man in reverse can speak about having waited and waited, and maybe because of that you might not see an opportunity, like suddenly it comes to you and you don't see it for what it is. So just be careful of that you don't feel so surprised that it's finally come that you don't look at it. But there's something about an opportunity and not being blind to it, not looking the other way when an opportunity, a God-sent, a Spirit-sent opportunity offers itself to you. You have the Tower with the Queen of Wands. Very interesting. The Queen of Wands can be the Sage as well, or fire energy. You know what I think? I think that you are rebuilding this. You got, I was going to even think that you got the Strength card, but you didn't. But there's something about two possibilities. There might be a fire sign around you that you want to rebuild with, and it would suggest that tower, you haven't completed the falling down of the tower. That maybe the relationship is not over yet, but that doesn't mean it's meant for you, kind of thing, that you should be in that relationship with that fire sign. The other thing it could be is that you are rebuilding this aspect of yourself, the Queen of Wands, and maybe that's the self-esteem issue that you are working on, and maybe in the week ahead you will continue to do that. But what I do feel for you, group 3, is that a tower moment did happen, but something is not complete with this fire sign type energy, and maybe it needs to be completed. I'll see how this goes. I'll either get another card for that as a clarifier, or I will leave it if I feel like you don't need to know. Okay, because that could be your journey. With the Flow card, you also get the 5 of Swords, and I think that you're going to be busy dealing with these whispers in your ear, and you just have to deal with them. You need to let them go. That I'm linking to the 5 of Cups, that 3 cups that are spilt. That's what your week ahead is, constantly confronting those 3 cups. That is your self-esteem or your courage. You might be the most courageous person. You might be strong and like out there, but you might in relationships suppress that, and maybe you didn't even know you do. So that's going to be your constant thing, is just being aware of that, where you might play games with yourself, but let them go. Just let them go. Say, oh, it's part of my process. And look at this beautiful card of stability that you get for the future. And I think that's wonderful, you know. Like, I think you are working towards some beautiful potential partnership. Please don't hold me to that. I don't believe the cards are complete. You know, they're not cast in stones. You know, we also have a bearing on them. But what I'm saying is that I think you've worked long and hard for this stable relationship, and I think you're doing the work for it. I really feel like you are being guided there. That is what I feel. And how near or far in the future that happens, the fact is you're doing the work that is leading you there. Okay, beloveds, let me get one more for that rebuild card. And you know what wanted to come out the night? The King of Wands. So the Queen of Wands in the reverse and the King of Wands in the upright. And there's the lion there, the courage. Wow. It does suggest a partnership, you know. Let's see. And you get the Four of Cups in reverse. So it could be, well, I think, again, you're reminded that not to look away from an opportunity. It could be that there's unfinished business with this fire sign. And for some of you, I feel it's a reconciliation, possibly. And for others, I feel like your King of Wands that matches your Queen of Wands. And it's not about gender. It's not about how you identify. It's just about the matching polarities. Maybe your King of Wands will take a different form from the one you expected. Maybe it could even be that you thought you were looking for a King of Wands and you find yourself attracted to a Queen of Wands. That's also a possibility. Take it how it fits for you, beloveds. I hope this helps you. Please listen again to the advice. I think there's so much here for you. Give me a thumbs up. Tell me how this worked. Do you like that I'm doing separate general and love readings? And I'd love to get your feedback and share with others. I would love to grow my channel, and I send you lots of love, and I'll chat with you again soon. Bye.